Alright. Welcome to yet another episode of the Spin to Win Reckoning Fire Damage Sentinel. Last time I think we completed basically everything in normal and like veteran. So we're just gonna move over to Elite today and see how this build fares in Elite. Hopefully we're gonna get like through everything in Elite, right? And not everything as in all acts. I'm gonna not do the expansion acts on Elite. Since we have done basically everything on normal already, it really isn't that necessary to do everything on Elite as well, I feel like. You kinda just wanna get to Ultimate ASAP in a way, because Ultimate has like way better loot for endgame anyway. So yeah, you wanna only kill Logorian, and then you wanna continue playing Elite if your gear is not good enough for Ultimate. But if it is good enough for Ultimate, you just want to like go to Ultimate ASAP. Anyway, this being Elite, I mean the game resets on Elite, right? Like multiple playthroughs, you have to like do all the quests again. And moving over to like these higher difficulties, quests will become more and more so like the kind of like the main source of XP, I would say. Because I feel like mob XP falls off a little bit more than quest XP. So you wanna just like normal. Basically like trying to do all the side quests as well. And you don't have to, but it would be nice, first of all, to make it easier for you to get these reputations up, right? Speaking of which, I should like buy these two reds real quick on normal. What am I doing? Because the reds make it easier for you to hit like higher reputation thresholds, right? So let's go to Homestead real quick and buy the reds. Yeah, to get like 50% more reputation, right, for free. Let's grab those, and then also the one from Climate's Chosen, right, which is down here. And yeah, that's all there is. Okay. I think I still didn't bother like making a proper GRIMTOOLS for endgame, right, for devotions, which is something I should do. Really should do it, but also have like 2 free devotion points already available to me right now. I mean, I have like everything that I want, kind of, apart from torch final nodes. Let's not forget to rescue Faldos, right? I'll probably just be zooming through it, like honestly it's it is, in a way, of course, like a challenge if you're like coming from normal and you didn't play veteran before. If you played veteran before, then it is gonna be, I mean, it's gonna be a little harder, but not really like that much. It should be easy for you. And I mean, the real game is Ultimate anyway, so it is kind of like a filler in a way. I don't know. Kind of unnecessary for it to even be there in a way. That said, it's good for like speed leveling later as well. Like it's really nice for that. there an endgame link for this yet? I'm gonna make one. If not today, then have it ready by next time, because, yeah, I should have one ready. I don't know why I don't have one ready yet. I mean, it's more or less like you just like play what I have right now, and then like for best in slot you want to use Aladra's Phoenix weapons, I think, maybe. Or maybe just keep on playing these, honestly. Like, they're really, really nice weapons. They're really, really good for Sentinel as well. Really good for like bad conversion and so on, like for sustain. Yeah, like 3 difficulties is, I mean, it's a Diablo 2 thing. And it is a kind of outdated concept for sure. Like, ideally you either want to have like only 1 difficulty, like PoE style, or you want to maybe have 2, right? Like Grim Dawn, for example, would be fine with just 2, I think, right now as well in a way. And I feel like the normal is just like Omega easy, right? Like, it would be nice if Grim Dawn had Veteran and Ultimate and nothing in between, right? I think. Like, Veteran into Ultimate would be so nice, I think. Yeah, also like in Grim Dawn, lots of players I feel like quit after 1 difficulty because like they're like, wait, I have to do everything again? What the fuck? Right? And that's kinda weird then. Like people want to like see new content. They wanna see new content. They wanna like have to run through the same shit like 3 times. At least not on the same character, right? Like if they're making a new character, I think they don't mind it as much. I mean some people also still mind it a lot. But some people, I mean in general I think people don't mind it as much. But like on the same character 3 times, it's a little... Veteran's overtuned. I think Veteran's overtuned for Act 1. I feel like they could take the scaling of normal in Act 1, and then from Act, like for all other acts they should like apply Veteran. I think Act 1 Veteran is overtuned, and the rest is kinda like whack. If you lag Pierce Thrust on Veteran, doesn't really matter, I think. Everybody's my level skill though. I mean, of course. That is true. That is true. I mean, I would also be fine if like you had only 2 difficulties, right? It would like only be normal and ultimate. Like, I don't know, I'm just like thinking of like how would you balance the game if you had only 2 playthroughs instead of like 3. Because I think the game is like almost there, like content-wise, to be able to like you could almost like do all content in normal once and like do it all content on ultimate once, and it will be fine, right? Like I already like skipped some stuff in normal, right? I skipped like some of the dungeons in normal before going to elite, and I'm gonna like skip way more in elite. And you could like not skip the stuff I skipped in normal, and then like just skip everything in elite, like literally the entirety of elite, and then just go straight into ultimate. I think it would be fine. And reputation gain would be a little bad maybe then. But in my opinion, also like the writs are redundant. Like it should just be like you should just like by default have like 50% more reputation gain, and then like not having to pick up writs. I think it should be better as well. Yeah, you want the conversion for sustain basically, like the oh right, we need another skill for this now, right? What do I pick up even? Curse of Reality, right? That's what I want next, I think. Let's put it on the rush for now. I mean, I could also like skip Act 1 right now, true. If I just want to kill a Gorian, like to kill a Gorian you don't need to do Act 1. Right. I kinda do like doing Act 1 though in these like beginner playthroughs because it's a little awkward to skip Act 1. But technically you can skip Act 1. You only need to do Act 1 to access Forgotten Gods, like Act 7, and you also need to do Act 1 to access Act 5. But you don't need Act 1 to access Act 2, because you can just repair the bridge. And that's all you need to do. Yeah, you don't get the Emissary without killing Krieg, like you don't get to Forgotten Gods. And you well, don't gain access to Mammoth. Yeah, also like Act 1 is easy devotions, easy quests. Like you need the reputation as well, right? Kinda, I would say. Like skipping Act 1 is... You can do it, but I really wouldn't advise it unless you're like speedrunning and not like leveling. I mean, what you could do, right, is you could like skip Act 1, right, and just do like Act 2, 3 and 4, kill a Gorian, then you have like, you know, ultimate unlocked, and then you could check, do you need to do Act 1, or any of the other acts, to like cap your resistances from like augments, and if you do need to do that, then you still have to do it. If you don't, you can just like run 2 acts, like 2 ultimate, I guess. It would be nice if when you pick up the blue unlock thing from Forgotten Gods, it gave you access to the augments and ultimate.
Oh, hello, traveler.
I mean, by the time you hit 94, you will be able to get the augments, right? But while leveling, you won't. And ultimate without the augments is kinda rough, but it depends. I mean, if you have like speed leveling gear anyway, like low curse set and so on, like it gives you tons of res. So
Move along.
Also, you have like very quick reputation gain because of all the mandates, right? Like you use the blue thing. Like you don't use the blue thing alone, right? You use it always together with mandates, which like have 150% like reputation gain multiplier right on them. So it is rather quick to get like factions up to revered. Alright, Grimtool is fun. Take care, man. Have a nice Sunday. The reputation boosting things are... they're easier to get than the thing that lets you get to ultimate, in my opinion, honestly. It might be a little grindier, yes, but you can technically get them on normal difficulty, right? Because you only need to grind reputation, and you can do that with bounties, technically, right? So I would say it's easier to get them than the merit, right? The merit is the thing that like lets you skip difficulties. It's easier to get than the merit, but it's maybe grindier. But certainly easier. What is harder to get though is something like Lokar said, right? Like you have to defeat Lokar, this like secret super boss. I mean, Lokar is like one of the easier super bosses, but he's still a super like a celestial boss, right? Surviving long enough when you don't have the gear you need.
Good, you're back.
Yo, Karl, welcome back, welcome back. Thanks for the tier 1 sub. How are you doing, man? Thank you for the continued support. Okay, let me read this real quick again. It would be nice if when you pick up the blue unlock thing from Forgotten Gods, it gave you access to the augments in Ultimate. Though for newer players, getting reputation boosting items is quite a bit more difficult, especially on Ultimate. Oh, you mean like, oh no, you don't need to survive on, like if you use the blue item, like you can use the, okay, maybe you don't know this, or like you're confusing them with the reds, right? Let me go back here and show you real quick.
I need some time to plan our strategy.
Like the blue merit, right? You can buy it on a character and put it in your stash and then use it on another character. You can do literally the same with the mandate. Like you buy this and you put it in your stash and you use it on the other character, so you would have this at level 1. Right? You have this at level 1. This mandate. These reds you don't have, but they're like 50%, and this is 150% anyway. Like this is more, and they don't stack. So this is like literally available to you at level 1. I'm not sure if you like knew that. It seems like you didn't know that. Maybe I'm like misunderstanding what you're trying to say, but hopefully that cleared things up. To be able to get mandates and augments, you need Revere, right? But to get the Revere, you have to farm rotation. But you can farm reputation on normal difficulty. How is it hard to farm reputation on normal difficulty? It's easier than getting the blue merit. Like the blue merit, you need to be in ultimate, right? You need to actually get to ultimate and defeat Warden Creek in ultimate. Whereas reputation, you can literally farm a normal difficulty to revered all the way by just doing bounties. Like doing bounties in normal should be easier than defeating Warden Creek in ultimate, don't you think? I don't know. I think that's easier. Like you can literally, like, it's, as I said, like it's a grind, yes, but if you want to, you can literally do it in normal, right? Like if you want to get to the like merits, I mean to the like mandates quicker than the merits, then you can just do it in normal, right? I mean, I would personally advise, if you want to do it in elite, because like I think elite is maybe like a fine middle ground. But also on my videos I only do it in ultimate, which... And then, yeah, I agree, it's a little bit harder than Warden Creek. Like killing Warden Creek is just Act 1, right? Whereas farming reputation for the others would be like other, like later acts, right? But I'm mostly doing it like that because I don't know how to say that, like I'm pretty confident that I don't die because I've played the game a lot, and also it's just like more time saving, honestly. Like it's more efficient. But if you wanna do it safer, like a safer way, right? If you wanna do like the absolutely safest way ever, you can like grind reputation for all factions on normal. Then you can even get like experience potions already on normal difficulty. you can like stash all of that in your stash, and you will have like, you know, all the gear apart from low card set that you will ever need for speed leveling, just by like clearing out normal, and then I guess you just have to like do ultimate creek to, well, get the merit as well, right? And also like dying if you're new, I mean, dying is only a problem if you're playing hardcore, right? And if you're playing hardcore and you're new to the game, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, like, you signed up for the challenge, right? Like, hardcore is, like, the game is not supposed to be like a cakewalk if you're like playing the game for the first time and you're playing hardcore, right? Like, if you're new to the game, just play softcore, right? Like, I also play like, I played literally 1,000 hours of softcore before I like played hardcore in this game. Usually you don't need as many hours to like transition, honestly. If you want to transition in the first place even. But yeah, like to learn the game, or like a game in general, generally it's easier to play the mode where it's not as punishing if you die, right? Yeah, like if you die in Grim Dawn, what do you lose? Like you lose a little bit of XP and that's it, right? It's not even like in Path of Exile where like you lose like an insane amount of XP, you lose like just a bit, and you can even like retrieve part of the XP again by like just clicking the grave again, right? Like, I don't know, I think like dying is, in softcore at least, like not punishing at all in this game. Yeah. I mean, I don't think like hardcore should be easier. Like it was also like a grind for me the first time. Like I died so many times with one hardcore, like before getting to 100 as well in the first time. But I don't know. I think it's just part of the challenge, right? Like if the game wasn't like that, then it would be easier. And if it was easier, then it would be, I don't know. I feel like you would feel like less of a sense of accomplishment when you like actually made it, right? And that's also fine, because like hardcore, it's not like the mode that should be like the beginner mode for new players anyway, right? Like, as long as the game is like easy to get into, which is like what softcore normal difficulty is very much so, right? It's very easy. But still has like challenges. If you wanna like challenge yourself, like I don't know, hardcore ultimate for example, then that's fine, right? Yeah, like the Grim Dawn also like. The developer himself, like he says, quote unquote, like hardcore is a gimmick mode or something like that, right? Like he doesn't care about it really. They don't balance around hardcore in this game. I personally think that Grim Dawn is very well balanced around hardcore, honestly. Like, I don't know, because of their like, as a side product of like their balancing in general. Like it's better, like it's more hardcore friendly than say Path of Exile, for example, I think. Or like it's at least, I don't know, it feels a little bit more fair than Path of Exile when it comes to hardcore. But yeah, like it's not balanced around hardcore either really. It's more about access with characters on hardcore, but that's probably just me, but I'm just yeah, I mean, as I said earlier, right? The thing that I think that should be easier, a little bit easier, or like not as necessity rather, is the writs, right? The writs, honestly, the writs should be freaking deleted from the game, right? Like the writs shouldn't exist, and you should like get baseline 50% more reputation all the time on all characters, because like it's so new player unfriendly as well, right? It's so unintuitive. Like, who the fuck, like, checks... Like, the second you hit Honor, like, you get, like, a small prompt up here, like, you're an Honor with this and that faction. Like, half of the new players don't even see that, like, they don't even read that. Half the players, like, don't even know you can press J to look at your factions. And then again, like, another half of those players don't even, like, check the quartermasters in the first place, or, like, check... Or, like, they don't, like, check all the items at each, like, reputation stage. And then at Honored, you maybe like are looking at the items that you get, right? You're not looking at this like weird scroll, maybe, I don't know. And then that scroll reads like, you gain 50% more reputation, which is just progress for free. You just have to buy it and like click it. But some people might like, you know, click it when they're like around here with Honored So they've kind of like wasted 50% of all this reputation from here to here due to the fact that I haven't like checked out the quartermaster and like bought the item and like, I don't know, because I didn't know about the item, right? I don't know, it's so unintuitive. And the thing is, those writs are only usable or like only useful on like the first character really, because once you get to revered, you will have mandates anyway, right? Which make the writs redundant. I don't know, it's so bad, I don't know what to tell you. I think the way you gain faction reputation is kind of fine. Like the values you gain and get and so on, that's kind of fine. But only if you get like the red instantly the second you hit honored. But like which new player like does that? If he's not like watching any guide, right? Like which new player does that for all the factions all the time? Like, I don't know, it sucks. I think. Yeah, that's the next thing, Crab Turtle, right? You out-level most faction gear by the time you get necessary reputation, especially that it was crossing the rows, yeah. Because, like, normal reputation, like, normal... I don't know, like, normal, you should basically be honored the second you kill Cronley on normal, right? You should be honored with Devil's Crossing. The second you kill Cronley. Because the second you kill Cronley, you've basically done all of their side quests as well. Like, if you have also done all the side quests, like, you did all the main quests and all the side quests with Devil's Crossing. And yeah, like you killed some outlaws as well. Like the second you kill Cronley, you should be honored, right? I think, at least. Because if you don't hit honored, by that time, you will just outlevel your gear anyway, right? And like basically 2 seconds after that. Or maybe it's not... Or maybe the issue is rather that there are no outlaws after Cronley, right? Like, you also gain Devil's Crossing reputation by killing outlaws, right? Or like rather Cronley's gang, right? So, like unless you farm Cronley like for the next 10 hours, you're not gonna gain any more reputation with Devil's Crossing ever until like you move over to Elite. And by the time you move over to Elite, it's like you don't need the faction gear anymore, right? And that's really stupid. Like, I don't know, like very unintuitive. Some Homestead faction quests give DC rep, but eh, yeah. But eh, indeed. And speaking about the season, right, I mean, the thing is, in the season you start with like those free package, right? And I know people like it, right? But honestly, the more I like think about the things that we're like talking about right now, the more I would say that I actually don't like it that much, and I would rather just like rebalance some ways of like gaining reputation and levels by default. But maybe that's just me. I mean, the system itself I think is pretty cool, like killing enemies and doing quests to level up reputation, I think that's fine. It just, for some factions, it's not really like balanced that well. And then also, yeah, like the faction, like the problem with like the Ritz. And yeah, bounties suck. I mean, Create themselves have said if there was one big system they would like to rework or like completely change, or maybe even completely remove for Grim Dawn 2, it would be the bounty system. They would even like to do it for Grim Dawn 1 if they felt like it was like worth it to invest any more like heavier resources into Grim Dawn right now, which I guess they don't think is a good choice right now. Which is a little sad, but oh well. Are we going to get a Grim Dawn 2? I mean, the official like answer in quotation marks is more like yes, but we haven't started working on it. So like, I don't know. Maybe in like 10 years, or maybe in 5 years. I don't know. But they said basically yes, they want to make it at some point. They also said they don't want to make an ARPG right now, like the next couple of years. And they're working on a town builder, they're working on an RTS, they're working on a horror game. They're working on pretty much everything but Grim Dawn right now. Apart from like the one guy who's like still doing balance patches. Hope they let us marry Elsa in Grim Dawn 2. Wow. How many hours do I have in Grim Dawn? It's like 5,500 right now, I think. Something like that. I mean, compared to like what other people have in other games, it's not even that much, I guess. Like some other people just play more than I do in general, I guess. But I mean, I pretty much only play Grim Dawn and nothing else, so.
I've been expecting. And when I'm done with you, I will transform my true power.
Yeah, if half of what I have in Grim Dawn, so 2.5k. That's actually pretty high as well. Like, it's not that common to like find people who have like plus like over 1k hours in Grim Dawn, to be honest. I mean, there are people, of course, but not that many, I feel like.
Welcome to Rift. You don't remember XR.
Alright. Killed Warden Krieg, right? Been there, done that, basically. Did all the quests. Once we hit Honored tier, right, we have to find the route. Let's go down to the cave. $2,982 here, nice. Karl is a real gamer as well. Like a real Grim Dawner as well, at least. A real Taken. A real Taken by the Grim Dawn. I mean, yeah, same for me, I guess. More hours outside of the game than in the game. But I think for me it's maybe like equal, like 50-50. And actually I do also like have my game running in the background every now and then when I have like GRIMTOOLS on stream at least. So those, like, not all of my 5,500 hours are actually like me playing the game, but like a noticeable amount of that is having the game run in the background while looking at GRIMTOOLS, I guess. I mean, Illuminator, you're just like, in general, like a theory crafter. I feel like you don't, like, yeah, as I said, like, Pretty much all games that you play, in quotation marks, you have like more hours outside of the game than in the game. $10,000 on your OG Borderlands.
You're back.
Dang. Borderlands 1 is actually the only one that I've played as well. It was pretty good. I liked it. I mean, for a shooter I thought it was great. But in general I don't like shooters that much, so... it didn't capture me for that long at least.
Put it to good use.
What do you want?
Actually no, we just kill him this time, right? Like, let's just kill him.
What do you want?
Dungeon Siege. Oh yeah, I've heard that actually been mentioned by quite some other RPG players as well. I have personally never played it either, but it's apparently a very nice game, yeah. Very good, yep.
Any luck clearing out?
2 and 3 are garbage in your opinion? Really? I mean, I've never played them, like I can't really comment. But I think people like them as well in general.
It is the Warden's defeat is a...
Alright,
So you
been there,
must-
done that. Are we like, look at this, we're freaking not even honored after like doing Act 1 in Elite. Like, what is this? SMH my head, man. There's only 3 games that you play for the gameplay. S4 League, Dragon Nest and League of Legends. Favorite build of mine? I mean, Chaos Hour Reckoning Sentinel is something I enjoyed a lot. Played it a lot as well. You can transition to that build basically by playing exactly what I'm playing right now. Right? You level as fire and then you transition to Chaos later with the two-hander. I mean, once you find it at least. Should we go to Act 7 even? Not sure. What do I need? I need Pierce Resistance, right? Pierce Res.
I'll give you a good price.
Pierce Res is kinda important for the next act, I guess.
Iron well spent.
But how important is it really?
Safe storage, no question.
Wait, once you're honored, you also get like augments for rings and so on, right? The outcast is also honored. Whoops.
I'll give you a good price for what I've got left.
You get Aetherus there, right? Like, we could go back to like Place of Valor for the Pierce Res for now, maybe, and then. Yeah, let's just do that actually. Reprisal. What is reprisal again? And terrifying gaze. Wait, what's reprisal? It's a shield flame, right? Oh, it's this thing. Okay. Okay. How am I 80k damage? So I have this weapon that has. Okay, so our reckoning itself, right? Has wait, if I use like any other weapon, right?
See anything you like? Iron well spent.
Has like 19k damage.
Come
If
see
I
what's
use
left.
2 weapons, it has like 21k damage or something like that. Not really that much more. Now if you farm a Rift Claw Slicer, which converts all physical damage to fire, and also adds additional fire damage, and also gives you +2 to the skill. You already have like double the damage basically. Then you use a second one, then you have 70k. And now you use Flintstones, right? Enchanted flints on your weapons, and they activate their auras as well. And you have 80k. That's kind of how it works, I guess. And also, I mean, you stack into like proper fire stuff here, right? Speaking of devotions, what do I even play now? Guys, what do I get? Do I get Phoenix? What do I want? Do I want Chariot? I mean, I could be lazy, just play Chariot, I guess. Yeah, let's just play Chariot, I guess. Sure. Chariot has stun rust, right? That's nice as well for our reckoning. And like for any build. Yeah, always exclamation mark build on my channel, then you will just get the build. Yeah, you really want armor and piercers for this act, holy. Definitely. You've been playing more LA lately, you prefer the new crafting system to the old one? Yeah, it's better, yeah, for sure. It is an improvement. Am I crazy for thinking that you got as a second tier 3 devotion on a Chaos Sentinel for the last 2 nodes and reduced? Target for damage reduction and lifesteal. Elite to Chronicon, back to Grimdawn. I do have to check out Chronicon. I haven't checked it out yet, and like people have been talking about it all the time, and it's pretty good. I do have to play Chronicon, actually. Why Sentinel for Fireball? So first of all, it has resistance reduction, right? On vulnerability, which I'm not picking up yet, but I should be like doing it actually right now. Why am I not picking it up? Then you have attack speed, right? You have 15% attack speed, like very early into the tree. You have Aspect of the Guardian, which is like free Physicus and free Poisonous. And you have Grill of Dreek, which is like another heal, free away, right? And also Sentinel is not necessarily only picked for fire synergy, but it's picked here for our Reckoning synergy in general, right? Like Sentinel is very, very flexible. You can play Acid, you can play Fire, you can play Vitality, you can play Chaos, you can play technically even like Cold, Lightning, and Physical. Like you can basically like play all damage types in Sentinel apart from Aether that exists for our Reckoning. It's not necessarily the best for all of them, but for something like Chaos and Acid, it's like basically the best. And for Vitality, it's also like really, really good. Maybe like slightly worse than Oppressor. And then for Fire, I personally think it's also the best for Fire actually. Better than Shipbreaker, not even kidding. Because on Sentinel you spend less, I mean you have more time to actually spin, and you have to like you have less time spent throwing cocktails, putting down thermite mines and so on. You only need to like use Curse of Reality once and that's it. And you can like make it basically like last forever as well. So you have like more time to, well, just spin, right? And also Occultist class needs like basically no skill points, right? Compared to Demo, which needs like way more points if you're playing Cocktail, or like even Thermite Mines already like at 40 points down here, right? You can get more points out. Whereas Arctitus is always like very, very cheap when it comes to like skill points as a support class. What about Paladin? Well, Paladin doesn't have attack speed, right? And also Paladin makes you have to play Aura of Censure, which means you can't play Divine Mandate. Which also means you have to like go 50-50 in both classes, which is not necessarily that big of a problem. But also, to make like the most use out of Paladin, you wanna play Inquisitor's Seal as well, right? And Inquisitor's Seal, I don't know, like you wanna be mobile with Our Reckoning, kind of, right? And Inquisitor's Seal makes you have to always spin in place. I mean, it's fine as well, like it works. It's not like Paladin is bad, it works. Definitely it works. I just personally don't like it as much as Sentinel, I guess. But yeah, it needs more skill points. It kind of like requires you to play the seal if you want to like get the most out of Inquisitor, and it makes you not be able to play Divine Mandate, etc, etc. Right? But yeah, when it comes to like putting down skills on Inquisitor, there would be only the seal, right, and nothing else. So like it's not as bad as like Demolitionist as well. It's just one more skill, just like this class of it, just like Sentinel. Like instead of Curse of Frailty, you basically like put down the seal. It's not that bad. It is not that bad. Start of Kings. This one has Pierce Rest, right? Oh no, it's of Blight. I can't read. Start of Blight, not of Kings. If it was of Kings, it would be actually great. But of Blight, it's kinda meh. Alright, let's search for Pierce Resistance here. There are rings. Okay. I mean, my Crown ring already has Pierce Rust, and this ring is just too good as well to give up. So, nope. Right, nope. Really no upgrades so far here. We wanna use this. The red armor of Azragor has Chaos Rust and Fizzless. Not sure about that. I'll check out your build later, Ground Zero, like once we're basically through, like after Logorian, okay? It's gonna take a while, but after Logorian, basically. Paladin is better as physical. Maybe. But I guess Warlord is like the best for physical, isn't it? Just play Warlord, right? When in doubt, Warlord out. Skinner Ring has Pierce. That is true. I mean, I could just also like kill Cronley and then see what ring I get from Cronley. And depending on the ring I get from Cronley, you know, play Skinner's ring or Cronley's ring. This guy can be quite deadly actually on like Elite and Ultimate. So I'm like, I was popping Ascension before I even like engaged him, right? Because he's always gonna like start off with like, I think was it like a Blade Arc ability or like a Force Wave ability? Either way, like he hurts a lot, right? He hurts a shit ton. Yeah, physical Shattering Smash or Color Store Paladins are great. That's true. Even like dual wield range is really nice. Right, like RF Paladins are pretty good as well. Righteous Fervor dual guns. Pretty strong as well. Definitely. Time for the bees, I mean the wasps. Okay. We can also definitely give up poison rest, right? I have 87% overcap because of Battle Tree right now. Like I don't need poison rest on my chest anymore. Or on... where else do I have it? It's mostly only the chest, right? Yeah, Death Theater pattern is really strong. There's also the other one, what's it called? Like the... I don't know. I think Death Theater is actually getting nerfed the next patch, right? It seems to get a nerf. Like a pretty hefty one.
I'll give you a good price.
Maybe they're gonna buff it back up again though, a bit, hopefully. Like right now it seems a little bad,
Well,
like really bad.
you worked here. We have to hit them hard and
I mean not really bad, but worse at least.
What brings you to my forge? Bring me back.
Do I plan on maxing out Judgment? I mean you can. We'll see how many like skill points we have left. But it's still physical damage, right? Like the base skill is still just physical damage, so it's not really worth it to me, like to max it out right now. Alright, let's grab. Maybe just like max out this for now, and then grab it later. Okay, we grab vulnerability once Blood Rig is done, and then we grab vulnerability, and then we put the torch on that ability instead, right?
Keep your weapon. Keep your weapon.
Devil's Crossing? Honored? No.
I'll give you a good price.
Like honored when? Maybe next year? Alright, Pierce. Pierce resistance, no.
See you around.
Nope. The best ranged build for hardcore. I mean, Paladin used to be like one of the best. Maybe it still is one of the best. Paladin. What do I think about the new patch? In general, I think it's great. I think the balancing is good. Have I used Mythical Sword of Arcanor in any build? I have not. I think Metagant has made a like Elemental Force Wave Tactician like a long time ago. It should be probably better now than back then actually. Like with Judgment, the only thing that I might max out is the Crushing Verdict part, right? Because this is the A-Shred, and I mean that's pretty good, right? That's pretty nice to have. Have I tried a Sheebreaker build yet? I've played I think three Sheebreakers. You can find them on YouTube mostly, or like I guess in the builds here as well somewhere. I played every class at least once by now. Oppressor, Paladin, Warlord, maybe Definer for range, do range. I mean, Purifier, if you're like new to the game or like you don't have really that much gear, like Purifier is still very like intuitive to play for ranged and like very easy to gear as well. But like for endgame and maxing, Purifier is like weaker than Oppressor, Paladin, Warlord, yeah. Alright, we got the Adric here, Stunjack's Adric, right? He hurts a shit ton, right, with his Stunjacks, so let's just try to spin around him as much as possible and not get away as many jacks as we can, and we just kill him, I guess, okay. I mean, this guy can actually be like very scary, but I guess if you just kill him, then he just dies. Okay. Good night, Jafar. Thanks for being here as always, and take care, man. Good night, have a nice Monday tomorrow. Where does this weapon drop? This one, the Rift Claw Slicer. If you're interested in any weapon in Grim Dawn, right? Any weapon in Grim Dawn, you always go to GRIMTOOLS.com, go to like item database, right? You write the name of the item that you're interested in, like for example Rift Claw Slicer, right? And then you click on the item, right? For example, I don't know, like whatever level you want to farm. It's like usually the same for all the different levels of the item. And you will see down here, right, dropped from. And then you can like, I'm gonna link you this first of all. And then you can, for example, like click on all of these. I used this guy to farm him, like to farm the item. Onarix, the Razorhide. You can click on this, right, or like you can click on the map instantly. And it will like highlight to you where he is, right? He's in Burning Spire, Blooded Waste, right? Onarix, the Razorhide, and you know, like, okay, Burning Spire, how do you get to Bloody Waste? You can like click on this, like in entrance, for example, which like puts you back to Burning Spire, and you see, oh, it's this one, right? You get through here, through this portal here, which is at Vanguard of the 3, right? So like Act 7, Forgotten Gods, Vanguard of the 3 Rift, and then you have this portal here. Now, the thing with this one is that this portal is only accessible if you're sided with Solar, right? So it's kind of good to side with Solar if you want to farm this weapon. However, if you're not sided with Solar, you can like still try to like farm these Rift Claws. And even the ones that aren't like marked on the map, at least you will see like spawn locations, and they can like spawn anywhere here, I guess. Which, yeah, certainly is a lot more painful to farm. Like basically like farm these areas here, right? If you are not sided with Solar. If you're sided with Solar, farm Onarix. If not, then farm these areas. Yeah, like you wanna farm the ones that have like the highest spawn location here, I guess. I mean, okay, Edge of Reality doesn't count though, right? Edge of Reality is like where crates, like the crate super bosses, right? Yeah, don't do this. Like you can't even get there pro day. Could like do this stuff here, or this, and like hope to get some. I guess Veiled Den is like one of the best. Or Sunbane Oasis, maybe. Yeah, this one is bad. Like, don't do this. The easiest build to gear. Honestly, like all of the solo self-farm beginner builds I've made are like all really easy to gear. I mean, I only do builds for those like playthroughs that are easy to gear. Like all of these are easy to gear, I would say. The easiest one, Blitz Warlord maybe. I mean, I feel like some other builds are also very easy to gear, but Blitz Warlord is like super easy to gear and to play as well, and is tanky and still does decent damage, right? It's just easy all around, I think. I guess. The Chinese guy deleted the fuck you comment on his thread. Wait, which one? The guy with a Y and then just a bunch of letters? Oh, they were taking damage here, pierce damage and physical damage. Yep. We need to get some more pierce rusts for sure. Also, these would be nice, right? They have like flat fire damage. Okay, if you get this with like fire rust on top, would be very nice. Yeah, he seemed kinda upset about like... I think like some of his balance suggestions were good, some others were not that good, and he seemed like very upset about like... I don't know, like... Crate not listening to just his balance suggestions. Like, oh my god, 2% more Fizz right. Solo clans run survival. I mean, you can technically even play the entire game without a single class. Are you gonna have fun doing that? I don't think so, but you can do it, yes. People have done it, even on hardcore. GRIMTOOLS, exclamation mark build. Overseers of Scorching? Yeah, on this Overseers of Scorching would be obviously insane, but you're not gonna get it, I guess. Yeah, I think Crab Turtle, for example, has actually done it, right? He did level 100 hardcore without any class. Just gear and devotions. Just get it, yeah, exactly. Yeah, right now, like on 1.1.9.5 at least, physical damage is the strongest damage type in the game, and Warlord is the most like synergetic class for physical. And on top of that, there are tons of items that support physical Warlord, even though it already is strong by itself, right? So you have like items, you have you have like the damage type, right, being a problem kind of, the class being very synergistic, and then items on top giving you even more power. So it's just like too much of everything right now, which is why it's getting like nerfed heavily. Like multiple layers getting nerfed here and there and there and here. I mean, is it gonna be bad after getting nerfed heavily? I would say no, it's still gonna be very good. It's still gonna be really, really good actually. But at least not as ridiculous. But it needs like a heavy nerf all around, because otherwise it's gonna stay ridiculous. Yeah, if you feel like you just wanna remove all challenge on the game, kinda, then play a Warlord, right? I guess. At least on the like 1.1.9.5 patch. Hello, spin please. Why is he in this corner, by the way? Like, what is he doing, man? Why did he spawn here? So bullshit. Crushing of what? Don't stand in fire, guys. Crushing of meditation. I mean, that's actually better than menacing of renewal, right? I guess. Has higher pierce runs. We don't need the menacing stuff really. Crushing is flat physical, which gets converted to fire. That's really nice. Meditation is energy regen. Renewal is health and energy hybrid. But really I only need energy regen, right? So, yeah. The only problem is like it's level 70, right? That's a little high. 8 more levels. I mean, I guess we can play Skinner's Family Seal until then. Right, I guess. Yo, old workman. How do you reset your game to do SSF? Delete your user data? I don't delete anything, I still keep my old saves. I just rename the save folder. Because like, yeah, if you rename your save folder to... you can check where it is, right? You can go to GRIMTOOLS, for example. Go to the build calculator and then you press this upload button, right? And it will like tell you the path, right? If you have Steam Cloud enabled, that's here. If you don't, it's here. And then this save folder right here, this one right here, the save one. You just have to rename this folder into anything that's not save. And then when you load up the game the next time, it's gonna like, well, automatically create a new save folder, which will basically have like, yeah, everything deleted. Or like, it's like a fresh save folder, right? And then if you want to like switch back to your old save, you can like rename the new one to something else and like just rename the old folder to save again, and you can like go back to your like old account basically. And that's what I do when I like switch between like, for example, this character or like my like main account, or you know, like other like testing accounts and so on basically. Might do one for softcore, but can't feel the tension right anymore. Not on playing hardcore. Well, I mean, you don't have to like separate hardcore and softcore accounts right in the save folders. Like those are separate anyway. But you can just do like another hardcore SSF run if you want to, right? My main ladder is the ghost ladder. That's not the case with like every hardcore player though. Ghost ladder players. Oh yeah, yeah, that makes sense as well. Like, right now, if you've been already playing the game quite a bit, and you wanna reset, but maybe not, just wait for like the next community season, right? Which is gonna like force you to reset anyway.
See anything you like?
Wait, are they actually worded differently? Like Feral Hunger and the others? Don't sell the Chrono Ring, don't sell the Chrono Ring. Don't do it. Boots of Primordial Rage. They actually have fire damage in a way, right? Elemental damage is also fire damage. Hey, another one. Impenetrable. Impenetrable. I mean, that's the Pierce Thrust that I'm looking for, right? Oh, that's also Imperious of Scorching. What am I even looking for? Why am I trying to look for more stuff? Just get it, right?
Put it to good use.
Just get it, lol.
Let's take a look, shall we?
Imperious always has Pierce Thrust, and then also will always roll a secondary resistance out of Poison, Fire, Cold, or Lightning. It rolled Poison for me, which is also the worst because I've got Reek. But I guess we won't complain too much here, right? You can also switch around the pants again, like this. There we go. We could also use Empowered Final March, actually. I know this is pretty good, is it not? I guess. Bleeder, Smoker. Also Stunless, holy shit. I guess it's not usable then. Never mind. What about Skinner's Family Seal? Is it better than Menacing of... No, it's not.
See anything you like. Put it to good use.
Wait, which question exactly, Thomas? A weapon pool skill one? Can activate all default weapon attacks. Okay, what does Shaman say? Activates off of default weapon attacks. I mean, yeah, it's different wording technically, but still the same. It's not. Yeah, they don't want to call it like all default weapon attacks because it's not proccing when you're using like a shield or like a one-hander. This is 200 only. And I guess this one is like shield only, right? But I mean, as long as it says can activate off default attacks, that's like all that matters, right? Like activating off default attacks is like the thing that matters here. And then it will sometimes specify like which weapons work and which don't. That's kind of like what you have to know, right, about it. It's not really like that different wording, right? They always say activates default attacks, right? Default weapon attacks and activates, right? Like that's all you need to know, right? Like activate default weapon attack, activate off of default weapon attack, activates off of default weapon attack, activates with all default weapon attacks. Okay, I mean, yeah, it's with and offs, like I guess.
Come, friend, right to bid.
It's basically the same. I think I fucked up my portal now. Oh well. Whoops. Whoops. Oh yeah, we should be finally honored with Devil's Crossing, shouldn't we? So being honored with another faction means that, well, we will have the writ available to us. And that also means that we can use augments if we so desire to. Like we could put, for example, another like Aether resistance reduction, Aether resistance rather, augment on, I don't know, like this ring, and have like 80% Aether res as well. And so on and so on. Actually, we could still like do... Could like do 3 of these, right? And then remove the pants. No, that doesn't work. Wait, what? Oh, I put Vitality. What the fuck am I doing? Oops.
Put it to good use. Come see what's left of my wares. Put it to good use.
Alright, there's also Vitality resistance there. Never mind then. Yeah. You do the same thing at the rovers, I guess. Did I really miss money back Smartphone? And that's why I'm not not honored now? Fuck, really? How did I miss him? Where's he? Huh? How is this happening? Usually either spawns here, then like next to Cronley. I guess I missed him somewhere in between, like here. Oh yeah, he can also spawn here. True. boots. Money bags on Megalo. Alright, let's sell all this garbage now. Oh, these might be actually nice though. They have also 5% visitors. And we only needed like... Yeah, we can play 2 of those now.
See you around.
Like one here, one up here as well. Yeah. That also gives me more energy. Right, Arcovian Rose Powder, more energy regeneration. Very nice, very nice. You saw a post about it. Somebody says it means default attack replacers can proc Arcovian Soulhounds. Blah blah blah. And Feral Hunger cannot proc on replacers. That's just wrong. I mean, Reddit, Omega Law, right? Well, Kogan and Zolhan can only proc with every attack while using Cadence, but Shattering Smash can only proc on first and second attack. That's also not quite right, because Cadence, the third hit on Cadence, always overrides weapon pool skills, so you cannot proc any weapon pool skill in the third attack, only in the first and second. So yeah. Not like, it's the same for all of them. But... The third hit of Cadence always overrides weapon pool skills, so you can never proc a weapon pool skill on the third hit. Feral Hunger definitely can proc on replacers. Like, replacers are literally, they are literally called replacers because they were literally the same as a default attack. The only exception being the Cadence third hit. That is the only exception. The third hit of Cadence cannot proc weapon pool skills. Other than that, they act literally the same as like default attack, right? And like proc everything else that default attack can proc as well. What are you talking about? Unequipping a piece of Ouroboros set and re-equipping it to reset the cooldown of the barrier? I'm not sure if that's how it works. Because usually like the cooldown is like saved on the weapon or something. Like on the item rather. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that doesn't work. Like the cooldown would just not go away then. I'm pretty sure Crate tried to remove like every single way to cheese like stats by like unequipping and equipping stuff again. Chains of Anguish. RuneScape boots can reset a shield too, like when you unequip and equip. Yeah, that should be the same as Overburg then. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I've like never tried like cheesing those items like that much. If you have both melee and range dual with enables, can you use one of each? No. That doesn't work. There are no animations for that, so it just doesn't work. No gangplank? Yeah. Indeed, indeed. I tried as well, honestly, like the first time I played this game I also tried like to pistol and axe or whatever. Or pistol and sword. That doesn't work. Wilson has it, that's true. Wilson has the technology. Superior game confirmed, yeah. So Cadence is a special default attack replacer which overrides weapon pool skills. Yeah, like the first and the second hit is just default attack with Cadence. And the third hit cannot proc any weapon pool skills because it like overrides. Because it's kind of like, you have to think about Cadence being a weapon pool skill in itself, but it takes priority over all other weapon pool skills. And you can never proc 2 weapon pool skills at once, which is why like, well, Cadence will hit and the other one will not proc, right? I think that's how it kind of works. Like, I think Cadence is kind of like coded as a weapon pool skill that like hits 100% of the time every third hit. Something like that. Maybe, not sure. And yeah, it takes priority over all other like weapon pool skills. So, and you cannot double proc, so. Don't make chat talk about upheaval, please. I mean, I guess since we're bringing it up here, right? Upheaval is the other way around. Upheaval is also a weapon pool skill that has like a 100% chance to proc whenever you crit. However, it has the lowest priority of all. So if you're critting, but also proccing another weapon pool skill at the same time, then you will use the other weapon pool skill and not upheaval. So you can only proc upheaval when you're critting, but also not proccing any other weapon pool skill at the same time. So for upheaval builds, you kinda don't wanna use any other weapon pool skill but upheaval. At least if you're like investing into the skill, right? It's like fine to use upheaval as a one-pointer on like many other builds as well. That use Fire Hunger or like other weapon pool skills as well at the same time, that's fine. But if you want upheaval to be like your main damage kinda, and you heavily invest into it and so on, you kinda don't want any other weapon pool skill at the same time. And of course you also want to have like very high crit chance, like tons of OA, because otherwise it doesn't trigger either. Upheaval is a very special case. Cold Stone. Will upheaval proc Korvac Devotion? I'm pretty sure it does. Actually, I don't know anymore. I have never played upheaval myself, really, or like upheaval focus builds. But I think it does. But I'm not 100% certain right now.
Iron well spent. I'll give you a good price for what I've got left. Stash. Keep an eye out.
You can remove 1 point here now, right?
Let me clear
You can remove like the ghoul node,
Stay strong.
then we can pick this node,
Let me clear
and then we can remove this Scholar's Light, right?
safe journey.
And then what? I will have 5 more points available to me in total. What do I do? Oh yeah, I need Viper. I mean, Viper is a necessity here, right? It will have to be picked 100%. Could remove Jackal then as well, I guess, maybe. And then what? I also don't really need this one that badly when it's just like burn. It's kinda bad, honestly.
I sense turmoil within you. Stay strong.
I know what. I mean, I guess I could have also like went for Korvac on this build, right? Maybe. I'm trying to get Phoenix, like get Panther and go for Phoenix. Could also just play Giant's Blood, I guess. Like 1 here and then like just get the proc. But it's really not that amazing. On a build like this at least. Penis? Could get Penis. Could get Phoenix. Phoenix. You could play Phoenix, or no, we could also play Revenant and Korvac, right? Not play any purple at all, like don't play this, don't play this and this, just play like Revenant and Korvac. I guess that's probably the best, but I'm not sure, dude. I really am not sure right now. We need to craft cold stones first of all.
Got any more scrap metal?
Abon worth it for fire if you can convert chaos. That's true. I only convert vitality though. So yeah. Not right now at least. Okay, last 3 points, what do I do? Do I take Wendigo? No. I could also pick Toad, right, for more life leech. And I could play, actually, like, unironically play Toad for now, right? Yeah, I'll just be lazy and play Toad for now. And think about an actual devotion page later, I guess. I got another shrine, imbued silver. Oops. Does damage percent increase also get converted? No, you can never convert percent damage. Only flat.
Gotta be more scrap metal. Bring me back any blueprints you find.
Okay, let me set up a toad right away right now, I think. Let's just remove some points here.
Safe journey.
And then just complete toad. And then remove the points here again. And put them in torch. Now why toad? I mean, it's really not needed, but it's vitality resistance, spirit away, life leech. This node is like the best, the leech node, kind of. I guess like damage to beasts, which really doesn't matter on firebolts, but like firebolts should have no problem with any beast here, right? No, it gets converted before the percent chaos takes effect. Like, you cannot double dip. Respect the percent damage to beasts in homestead area. I mean, yeah, it's not bad here, right? Like 6% more damage against all of these beasts. I mean, pretty good, right? That was totally the plan, right? Totally the plan. Totally planned. Okay, Curse of Royalty 1. Yeah, and Elite Ultimate, try to not face tank the overhead slams ever, right? It's gonna hurt a ton. Don't try to face tank them. Alright, Act 2 done.
Well, if it is, I haven't. Take my sources. I came upon.
Move, please. Squishy build. It's not a warlord, so it's a little bit squishier than a warlord, right? Depends. It depends what you like think is squishy and what is not. I would say it's somewhere in the middle right now. Gunner Sentinel is also middle ground. Yeah, I feel like Sentinel in general is more like a middle ground class when it comes to tankiness. You have pretty good Fizz Rust though in this class, so while you might be like average tankiness against most other stuff, it can be... I mean, never mind. It depends on your gear, I guess. I have like 12% Fizz Rust from gear, I guess 2% from devotions, and that's it, right? 0% from gear right now. They're just a little low. Right, just a little low. You want like at least 30 usually, to not just die later. On melee at least, I guess. But I mean, we can also like still put more points as Ascension at least, like make ourselves as like tankier via Ascension. So yeah, like what's gonna happen next couple of levels, right? We're gonna get Curse of Fealty, get Vulnerability maxed out, and then max out Ascension. And what else? Yeah, like Haven, right? Gives us more HP. Crushing Verdict, more the A-Shred. Veteran SR1 is the benchmark. Second right. Yeah, second right also exists. That is true. I mean, we converted like fully to fire. So like, I should put more points there, right? It's not quite as good on our Reckoning, I guess, compared to like other... It should still be worth like picking up them, at least. A couple of points. Yes, he is a different person. General Chaos has been here since like a long time, maybe from one community, I think. Like he's basically an OG, right? I think. If I remember correctly at least.
Ah, I've been expecting you, human.
Yo, Vidar the Quiet. Welcome on next to the Prime. Welcome in, welcome in. Enjoyed the emotes, thank you for your support as well. Welcome into the Bloomers. Yeah. I remember you like being here since basically forever, exactly.
These up. I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Okay, I think our setup is more or less like done and good, right? I mean, I could also actually play, what's it called, like... Throne for Stun Rust, right? For now. Instead of Toad, maybe. Yeah, maybe I should play that instead of Toad, actually. Because, like, my Stun Rust right now is pretty bad. Like, we want Throne for Stun Rust against instead. Glad you came back to GRIMTOOLS, that's so much fun. Yeah, I mean, it's still a good game, right? The only thing that's like a little limited is like, I guess, end-game content variety. Like there's just Shadow Realm and Crucible, and I guess like dungeons, but I don't really like the dungeons aren't really like a proper challenge later on, right? Which is why for the Community League we are gonna introduce scaling dungeons, which will basically have like dungeons as you know them, but with the scaling from Shadow Realm as well. That's gonna be fun. And so we kind of have like 3 ways for endgame. And then of course you also have like those super bosses, of which the game has 6, and then the season has another 6 on top, right? That's pretty nice. And then of course like the real end game, right? I mean all of that is like compared to like a game like Path of Exile still like of course less. However, I mean the real end game in Grim Dawn is like just making more characters anyway, right?
So how good work?
Anything is better than Nemesis cheese? Yeah, we're not necessarily getting rid of like more powerful Nemesis. I think those are gonna like stay somewhat powerful, maybe not quite as ridiculous as last time, like last season, but they will be still somewhat powerful, like more powerful than the vanilla game.
I'll skip the Legion.
But yeah, we're getting rid of the like getting points to like kill Nemesis at low level and stuff. It was fun, I think, for one season. But yeah, very, very, very cheesy. Moira. Dude, Moira is like the Maven of Grim Dawn, I feel like, in a way. Like, equally hated. And hungered. It was fun, I didn't even do it. Yeah, it was fun watching other people do it. I guess, I don't know. I mean the second like Stan told me he's gonna do that, I was like, okay, that's a cool idea. But I'm not gonna bother doing that. So I didn't even bother testing it. Which is why, yeah, it wasn't tested. Which is why it was a little cheesy. Or like, which is why we didn't even know how cheesy it really it's gonna be, right? Will league bosses be toned down a bit? So far we haven't balanced them compared to last season. So far they're still gonna be the same, but maybe they're gonna be a tad easier. Maybe we will have like some more people hopefully test them again, and we get like certain feedback then. They might be like toned down a bit. Which one was it that had like ridiculous away in DA? Was it like Garia or something? I don't necessarily think that, like ridiculous away is a problem on bosses, but maybe like ridiculous DA is a problem. Maybe it's not a problem either, honestly. Like, I don't know. I personally think like for the most part the bosses were fine as they were. Oh yeah, true. The Gala Cross. Oh yeah, the Gala Cross Enrage. Yeah, I did actually hate that one as well. About the last Gala Cross Enrage part. Chest Ghost killed more than Moira. I mean, how many people have actually like tried Moira? 5 people maybe? Does 100% acid conversion also convert poison? Yes. Four people killed her if you count Arcane. Wait, 4 people? Oh yeah, Tada, Michio, right? Arcane. Wait, did you too? Crap. Hey, wait, who was number 4? I think it was only 3, right? Oh, Crab also. Okay, 4 then. Yeah, never mind. Oh. It's just lurking there from the shadows, writing question mark. And we were just like talking about who killed Moira in the league. And yes, you were one of them, obviously. demonic of celerity. It's actually not too bad, is it? I mean, it's not of alacrity there. But it's also of alacrity, like if it actually had attack speed, it would be probably usable. With celerity, it's not usable. Not usable. Or like not better than a Crony Ring at least. Yeah, like the Galacross last 20% is something I honestly hated as well, kinda. Like it should be a little bit more gradual. Like if you make him tankier, sure, that's fine I think, but like maybe not quite as extreme. Because like there were some people, like for example Rolly, right, who were like fighting Galacross for like 10 minutes for the first like, or like maybe not 10 minutes, but like for 5 or 6 or 7 minutes, like already like very stressful minutes for the first like 8%, and then, well, his 20% buff kicks in and he just didn't need any more damage. Still have trouble evaluating greens. Are you playing the, like, are you using the rainbow filter? Because that can help you first of all. Like it will show basically which of the affixes at least are rare and which are common. And it will also like mark monster frequent bases as green compared to your usual like trash white item. %% away reduction for 10 seconds. I mean, that's fine though. I think that's fine. Like, it's only like for 10 seconds, like for 5 seconds, right? That's fine, but... And you could argue that like 5 seconds is like a little bit too long. But like, it's not like Galacross where it's like permanent, you know? Like that piece was just permanent, like 10 times tankier once he like hits a certain threshold, right? Alright, we have 65. I think it's time to pick up Curse of Reality and Vulnerability, right? Which means I'm gonna, I think, put this Rush here, this Virus Might here, Judgment here, Curse here, and then we're gonna proc this with Curse, right? Or just like this with Curse, I guess. Wait, did I get yeah. And then there is minus 180, 150 away on top. Which abilities are those though? Like, are they easy to dodge, or is it like hard to dodge, or? Yeah, but like, which ability is it actually? Was that the, like, is it the minions? Or like the like, crystals exploding or something like that? Or, like the aura from the crystals? slided right into that. But damage is pretty good now, right? Seems pretty good. My health is kind of low though. I really need more health. Was it in cluster bomb? Was OADA? Yeah, the double hit just hurts a lot. You shouldn't get hit by that.
See anything you like?
So we don't need poison rust anymore, right? Oh, we could play this, right? Oh, it's even +3 to vulnerability. Because of why? Oh, just because it has it? Just like that, I guess. Wait, did I add this in this patch? I think they did, right? Oh, this is pretty nice as well. Clerics of attack, like stun rest as well. I think I wanna use this one as well. Aether rest problem though. Let's check for Aether resistance as well. Ooh, really nice hole. Yeah, let's use these two. At level 68 at least. At level 68 we can like use these 2 items, I think. Really nicely. Could also play Brimstone, I guess. Yo, Scraboo. Wait, you're still... Are you still awake or already awake? Either way, welcome on. And thank you for basically upgrading your gifted sub.
Ah, I've been expecting you.
Yo, Fromage with the tier
Damit I
3.
am late. Sorry, what did I miss?
Welcome back, welcome back. Half a year ready. And the tier 3, goddammit. Thank you so much, man. What did you miss? You missed no rips at least. No rips have been missed. Dude, I need more Aether rest, right? I need like an Aether Soul on my Medal or Amulet. But then I need also Bleed Rest. Bleed resistance, nope. None of these have bleed resistance either, right? Feels bad, man. You beat Krieg in Ultimate?
There
Pog!
was much. I see my scouts.
Very nice, very nice.
My scouts have reported.
Now you should go to Forgotten Gauls right away and talk to the vendor there. And get yourself a Savior's Merit. And put it in your stash before you die, right? Because that will allow you to basically unlock Elite and Ultimate on fresh characters, right?
On what I've got left.
Congrats, congrats.
Iron well spent.
Well, maybe I will have to like invest into an Aether component instead of like these damage components now at some point.
Got something you need, staff?
I played kind of greedy with the components so far, right? Like weapon damage based, weapon components. It could be more defensive there for sure. Alright, so level 68 is the date to save. Right.
Just there are 2. I have come to represent.
We're Kaimans, right? your requirements degenerates. Yep.
I have come to...
Yeah, you can like after you killing Krieg, right? After killing Krieg, you can talk to the emissary. You can go through this portal. I'm gonna show you an elite. I mean, it's the same in ultimate, except the one ultimate is better.
So, you... go?
Alright, you can talk to Asgra. Or you can just watch my speed leveling video, right? Like, imagine watching speed leveling videos.
Come see what's left of my wares.
And on Elite you can buy the Champion's Merit, and Ultimate you can buy the Savior's Merit. You can buy those and stash it. And the one in Ultimate is like the one that you actually want, right? Because it will unlock Ultimate instantly, give you all Rift Gates in Normal and Elite, give you all skill and attribute points that you get from like Quest and Elite and Ultimate, I mean Elite and Normal rather. And also will give you all inventory bags. It basically is the thing to go for like leveling alternative characters, right? And this is like part of why, or like the upgraded one of those, right? The blue one is the part of why I'm like able to level a character from level 1 to 94 in like 5 hours, right? And anybody can do that, honestly. Like anybody can. You can even like do sub 5 hours if you're like good at the game. It's not that hard.
I could hear...
I'll have a problem, right, if I don't farm the guy again, maybe? Or the weapons? Shit, I might have to actually like do a little bit more of elite stuff here and like sign with the Soul Island and like do the
Come see what's left of my
FG quest until that guy. Okay, I mean, we'll do that later though. Let's not worry about it right now. Let's go and yep, go towards Blood Grove. You never watch my videos? SMH my hand. SMH my hand, dude. Might wanna sell. Yeah, true. There's also like the iron bar seller, right? True Marriott. Like if you also wanna like stash your iron butts, right? You can talk to Garrus, the Keeper of Iron, and buy stacks of iron butt and put them in your stash so that you don't lose iron butts when you die. Yeah? And you can also like share iron with your other characters like that.
Keep an eye on this. I'll give you a good
Yep,
price.
that is pretty good. Zuffenhausen, a good place to live? You mean where they make the Porsches? I dropped a legendary item. Who needs legendaries, dude? All you need is green items. I have no idea actually, I've never been there. I've never been to Zuffenhausen so far. Yo Marcus, welcome in. Build? Should I make another build command? Actually I should, right? I have like full devotions right now. For the devotions at least I should do it. Okay, Yep, wreck by spin, upload.
Ah, we speak at last.
There you go. And Blood Arthur, welcome, thanks for the follow. Oops. Alright, considering that we have to actually do Forgotten Calls for the weapon right later, I might not want to do some specific side quests at least. I do want to kill Bolivar there, wherever he is. Is that a real place? Yeah. It's a town in Germany called Zuffenhausen. Just a small town, but it's still a town, yeah. It's near Stuttgart, actually. And yeah, it's where they actually make the Porsche cars. I guess we can do this one, why not? We don't really need more devotion points anymore, but we want blueprints, right? And devotion shrines are still pretty good for blueprints, so... Okay, where the fuck is Bolivar though? Hello? Is he up here maybe? Bolivar? Where are you? No, he's not up here. Here? Maybe? Oh, there's a totem here though. Chthonian totems are gonna be kinda sketchy now. Let's just do them, it's fine. It's fine if you die, I mean what? Wow, legendary. Legendary vitality spin to win item. Actually, nothing spin to win, only the mythical spin to win. Oh, there's one, nice. Are Porsche considered more luxury than Mercedes-Benz? BMW or Audi? Traditionally, yes. I mean, traditionally they're like on the same level as Mercedes, I would say. Just like, I mean, they're like sports cars, and Mercedes are like luxury cars, right? Whereas BMW and Audi are like below the other two. Like traditionally, at least. I feel like it's been a little more like mishmashed though. Like Mercedes used to be like way above like BMW when it comes to like luxury, I feel like. But maybe not as much anymore. I mean, still a little bit, I guess. I don't know. And with all the like SUVs that like all of those like companies make nowadays, it's like, I don't know anymore. They have like all lost their identity, I feel like. Or even more. Yeah, like Porsche SUVs just no, like, and there's so many people buying that crap. Like, how? Like it doesn't fit. It's just wrong. I don't know. Yeah, now we even have like a Lamborghini SUV. I mean, we as in nobody of us has, right? Except for maybe like that one guy that can actually afford the thing, right? Like nobody actually has that. And even the one that can afford it, like, has it for basically no reason. I don't know, man. I don't know about hybrid cars either. Like, most of the people like that actually drive hybrid cars, right? Like, do you actually like drive electric ever? Like, it's only there, I feel like, to have like an electric motor on top, so that your like acceleration at the traffic light is like a little bit quicker or something. I don't know. I mean, if people like actually drive electric with hybrid cars, it's fine. But if they don't, it's just like unnecessary weight, like just carried around, which overall makes a hybrid car consume more fuel than a non-hybrid car. It just makes it worse than a non-hybrid car even. But it's supposed to be better. But it's just worse than just standard gas car. Like, I don't know. At this point, they could slap Porsche logo on chocolate and people buying just for logo. I mean, they do actually, right? Ferrari does the same, right? You can like buy those Ferrari hats just like Porsche hats, so like chocolate the same. I mean, it actually exists, right? You're joking, but it actually exists already. Pretty sure. At least like the Porsche fan shop is gonna have like everything, so. Ferrari sounds like a chocolate brand, or what? You like Ferrero? I mean, Ferrero could also like sound like a racing car company, right? Ferrero. Ferrari Rocher, yeah, exactly. I don't know, man. Like, if you're like using like electric, like just go for like full electric. I don't know, like hybrid is just weird to me. Like full electric makes total sense, and it's obviously like in the long term gonna be better than any like gasoline-based car. But hybrid is like we're pretending. Hybrid is basically like greenwashing, honestly. Hybrid cars are like greenwashed gas cars. That's what they are, really. Nothing more. Unless they're like plug-in, right? Like plug-ins, you actually like can like load your battery in a way, but even like you have to do it all the time. And if you don't do it like literally all the time, then which I don't know, it's just like, as I said, like, it's just so much dead weight, like, to like, using, or like rather, not even using that all the time, right? Just like dead weight that you're like, carrying around on your car. Hybrids make Elon mad. Do they? I don't care about Elon, they make me mad. Elon Omega Low. I agree, but Porsche doesn't produce full electric car. Taycan? Yeah, I mean the Taycan. Just buy the Taycan, right? Doesn't the Taycan have like basically the same... Wait, can't you like buy a Taycan shooting brake nowadays? Like, isn't the Taycan shooting brake basically like a Panamera? Like it has like the same amount of room. I guess the Taycan is more expensive, right? And it's like... Yeah, if they made like a cheaper Taycan... Could just buy that, right? If they make Elon mad, they're probably ethical. Alright, it's Zarya time. Don't die to Zarya's crystals, right? So like don't die to her putting the curse on you, which she has right now. Which means you're gonna have like less Vital Chaos Rush, I guess, unless it like somehow doesn't hit you actually. I don't know why this what's happening here. And then either way, like whenever she like puts down her crystals, right? You just like kill the crystals instantly so that they can't zap you. Should set Grim Dawn to Night mode. Grim Night instead of Grim Dawn. I see, I see. everything that is in direct competition with Tesla makes Elon mad. Yeah. I mean, hybrid cars aren't even like that much in direct competition with them, I feel like. What speed clip am I using? I'm just like using Rush right now. Like literally the one that you get at the start when you start with Solar, like Rush, Charging Ball. Very basic, like. I'm trying to like not use those like random. Like on these SSF builds, I'm usually like trying to just use the ones you get at level 1, basically, from Forgotten Gods vendors. At least all the way into 100, and then maybe at 100 I upgrade them. Yeah, I mean, I know why they've... Yeah, you're totally right about that Grandona's fun, kinda, like, they're trying to, like, not... Yeah, like, hybrid cars are just, like, boomer-friendly electric cars, right? Let's face it, right? They just exist because of boomers. Like, if boomers weren't, like, already used to, like, gas cars all their life, then hybrid cars wouldn't even exist in the first place. It's gonna tweet like a bird. Imagine using Twitter. Especially after like Elon trying to buy it. Or after him buying it, I guess, I don't know. Twitter's only fun if you own the thing. Make Twitter great again, I guess. Right. Yeah, I think he like confirmed that he's gonna buy it, kinda, but like he didn't actually like buy it yet because they're like still negotiating or something. I think that's like how the status is. Not quite sure. Alright, Act 3 boss round, Karos, here we go. Just use your abilities, spin around him, ignore his mechanics, and he dies. Okay, nice. Stage 2, you might not want to ignore all mechanics, because he kinda slaps, and when he puts down crystals or like puts down pools, while also you having a debuff, then you're gonna have to run, right? But this build has enough DPS, I guess, so you can just kill him before he even does that. Yep. Carrots are down. No more harvest. Carrots are down. Sometimes you feel like you live in a cave because you don't have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Spotify, or Netflix account. I do actually have a Netflix account, like shared with like 10 other friends of mine, kinda. Like we all share the same account. Facebook, I guess I had that at some point, yeah. What else exists? Twitter, I never had that. Instagram, I never had that. TikTok, I never had that. LinkedIn. I mean, I only don't I mean, I guess I should have had it if I actually like were like a proper working individual.
See what's left of my wares.
But I'm not, so I don't have it, I guess. Spotify, I was using like Spotify without logging in for music for a long time, and then it kind of like became cancer, or like trying to like force you to get Spotify Premium, and then I stopped using it. Okay, what do we want? What do we want to use? We want to look out for... First of all, let's check fire damage, right? Fire damage. All garbage, okay. Then check out pierce resistance. We got these boots here. Pierce and Aetherus. That's actually not bad at all. Also, even of haste, right? That's actually really nice. Now, the problem is if you use those, then these are also pretty nice actually. Then we do need bleeding resistance, right? Bleeding resistance. Which you could get on these shoulders. Alright. And then if we do that, then we need Aether resistance as well somewhere, I guess, maybe. $83 bleed rest, holy. 15 stun rest as well, holy. Requires more spirit. Requires like one more spirit. Huh. Kinda wanna use that one. Of Ulzuin's Flame. I mean, TikTok can be fun, I guess. I feel like TikTok is not as bad as some people think it is. I still wouldn't use it, but I don't think it's as bad.
I am told I can. When the Legion was forced to I've already.
You're here.
Death Whisper Hamlet. You get it if you sign with Comments Chosen, and then you defeat the boss in Fort Heron, then he will drop it. But you need to be sided with Comments Chosen, otherwise you don't get it. You still use Skype, lol. I feel like everybody who uses Skype, at least that I know, only uses Skype to like phone their grandparents.
May the light have...
Because literally nobody else uses Skype anymore. Alright, been there, done that, right?
See anything you like?
Very nice, very nice. Okay. I think I need level 68 or something to like make actual changes, maybe. Also, I fucked up Brit again. Okay, this is bleed rest, right? Then we use this. And then we use whatever pants we want. And then we use these shoulders. And which chest to use then? This one? Prodigy. I only know the band, the Prodigy. Which are pretty good. I like the Prodigy.
I don't know what...
Alright, let's upgrade gear a bit here. I think it's time. We can upgrade. We can upgrade a tiny bit here. Let's see. We have this as well. Oh, this one was nice, right? Plus 3 vulnerability. Okay, let's see what happens if we equip all of this, right? What happens? Now we have terrible Aetherus and terrible Bleedrus. Okay, so we need more Aetherus. Which is on shoulders, right? And how did I lose stun rest overall? I thought we're gonna gain stun rest, I thought. Oh, this is stun rest. Maybe I should use these instead. Eliras. Pierce rest. Okay, the thing is for ultimate difficulty, right? If you are going into ultimate difficulty, you're gonna get another 25% resistances to your top and your bottom row. So you kinda wanna keep that in mind at the end of Elite. Like preparing for ultimate. You kinda wanna keep that in mind. Okay, I need more spirit though, like a lot more spirit for this. Holy. Wait, how did I have so much spirit here? Wait, which item gives me spirit resist, like spirit reduction here? Oh, this one, arcane lore. Fuck. But I guess we can't use this then. That's too bad. That is too bad indeed. Oh, that's actually horrible. Fuck, dude. Alright, let's put all the stuff in here, and we need more bleed rust on another piece of item, I guess. Yeah, we can't use this really. I mean, I could spec into spirit, but do I want to do that? That's just awkward, isn't it? You don't use Discord? I don't know, not using Discord is kind of criminal though. Like, Discord is really good. Like, how do you use no Discord but you use Twitch even? I'm surprised you're actually on Twitch right now. Do you feel old? No, I feel stoned. What does this one do here? +3 Iron Reckoning. Wait, what? How did I forget about this? Oh shit, dude. We have to farm that. It's so good. I mean, I guess I have to like use spirit then, because this one needs spirit as well, right? 492 spirit even. Yeah, I guess we have to like invest into spirit then after all. Oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well. You don't use Twitch? Nice. That's very true though, like being young or old is not about age, it's about your like mentality kinda. Like some people are boomer, like some people are like born boomer, I feel like, I don't know man. Fire to chaos on the chest? Why? Why does it have that? You're right. Why does it have that? Fuck. And I guess Fire Reckoning is strong enough as it is, right? It is strong enough as it is. It doesn't need this item on top. And I guess you could like play Fire Chaos Hybrid with it. At least for leveling. It wouldn't actually beat up that, right? To play Fire Hybrid. Like Fire Chaos Hybrid, at least not on a Sentinel. It'd probably be fine. You're a born or boomer. Lol. You have plenty of 50+ co-workers that talk like they're 13. I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing though. Like talking like you're 13. It is not, yeah. Scraboo was like 10. I mean, what? Death Knight or Battle Mage for Force with SSF? I mean, I would personally play Battle Mage, but Death Knight has like more damage. Oh my god, he got healed, really? Oh my fucking god. Stop healing the Yeti. This guy like almost killed me on veteran as well right last time. He's kinda sketchy, like please respect him. $54? Dang. And you're staying young playing Krungon. That's good. Dual wield Warlord, Warborn set on Depth Eater sidearms. I mean, that should be good. Like, in general. I'm not gonna take a proper look at it, but I think it's... in general, it should be good, yeah. The idea is good, yeah. Let's get some ambers. What about these pants? Chaos Res, fuck. Dude, I don't need Chaos Res, man. Like, I have 92 overcap on Chaos. What is this bullshit? Alright, let's see what we have here. We got Mighty of Kings. I mean, of Kings suffix is really nice. Very, very nice, actually. Because of the Battlecry proc, right? You will get, like, more damage and more total speed, which is also attack speed when you're getting hit. The problem is, however, that you, well, don't have Bleed Rust right now. Or like, I don't have Bleed Rust, rather. But I mean, you could also like just get bleeding resistance from augments, right? I guess. Yeah, this one is 15 bleed and poison. I mean, you don't need to poison, but like 15 bleed is nice, right? Okay. We'll figure this out later, I guess. What do you think about starting medical school at 26 in order to become a neurosurgeon after graduating from electrical engineering? Some people tell you 26 is still young and go for it, while others say it's exhausting. I don't agree with them. If it's what you want to do and you have the motivation, I think you should just do it, right? Like if you feel like your brain is... I mean, at 26 you're still like young enough, definitely. Like I'm freaking 29 now and I still am studying, so it's like, it's fine. Saw the blueprint, by the way. I think I saw the blueprint that I already had, did I not? I might have reset now anyway, but... Let's double check if we can even.
I'll give you a good price.
Nope, it's all gone. It's gone now anyway. But I think it was a blueprint that I didn't need because I already like had it. Like sometimes you get duplicates, right? So I think there was a duplicate. Maybe not. I mean, if not, then I fucked up, I guess. It'll be fine. Age reveal. Dude, growing, like, getting older was funny until like 27, because at 27 you could do the stupid joke of saying I'm 69 minus 42, right? Which is kind of funny, but now it's like not even funny anymore. Now the age is not funny anymore, man. I don't know. Now it's just starting to get sad. Also, yeah, career advice on Twitch chat, like, don't listen to Twitch chat ever, including myself. But yeah, if you ask me, I mean, depends, right? Best advice, right? Depends. Oh my god, please die. Stop using mirror. That's cheating.
See anything you like?
Tear stress. Aggressive is good, of ruin is kind of bad though.
Iron well spent.
I'd rather get the tear stress on the shoot of the eagle, I guess.
Got something in the stash.
Chest. 23, 21. Tricksters of the wolf or shoot of the eagle. Actually this one is... I mean, it's whatever. Like both the same-ish.
Oh, hold on.
In general, it's pretty normal to take a couple of years between undergraduate and graduate school, so no big deal. Harder with medicine in places where that means 4 years of med school and residency, but still doable. Yeah. For sure. I'm not fishing for any web hits, but here's my link. Oh well, it's fine. Video game console collector, website owner detailing history of all hardware. Nice. That's pretty cool though. My dad is actually kind of doing something similar just for cars. I mean, it's not like actually collecting cars, but like more like making a website with like pictures of cars and so on. Like documenting the history of cars and so on. Being the youngest class in your the youngest person in your class is overrated if you're single and don't have to earn money to support a family and you're 100% all in. If you want to do that particular thing, it's not a bad idea. Yeah, yeah. I guess it's more about the money, right? Like if you need to like support a family, it's gonna be way harder. Yeah. If you're single, you can like still can like do whatever you want, honestly, no matter what age you are, right? I mean, there are freaking like people in their like 50s studying like, I don't know, history, for example. Or like, actually my dad is also like not a bad example either. Like my dad actually studied informatics when he was, let me think real quick. Like, wait, how old was he actually? I think like 48 or something like that. So yeah. Give me 1 second, guys, real quick.
Ah, we speak at last. Alright, sorry, phone call. Let's go, Lucius. And also, I mean, if you're like in a European country, right, then studying in general is just way cheaper than, say, when you're in the US, for example. Like, in Germany, a degree is usually like
I know, how much do you pay? Like 300 euros per semester? Like you pay like 600 per year, that's it. Like that's literally it. So like 3 years bachelor's is like 2k maybe? For example. I mean, there's some like private institutes where it's like a little bit more expensive, but like if you have like the grades from school, from your like A levels, it's pretty free. Like, yeah, okay, like books and so on top, of course. Yeah. I mean, depending on like what you study, yeah, let's say like maybe 3k. I mean, even if it's like 5k, right? Like 5k is like still okay compared to any other country in the world, like I don't know, the US at least. You never pay like more than 800 a year, yeah. Yeah, like if you do pay like double of that, it's still like okay, I think. And whether you go to college / when you have to choose what you study. Less flexibility. I mean, you need grades for the most. Like you can't just study, for example, medicine. Like you need to have like a very good A levels to study medicine in Germany at least. Otherwise, you need to pay a shit ton. Like you can go to a private school and they won't care about your grades. They just care about money, right? But like the state supported or like the more or less like non-private ones at least, they are like they only care about your grades really. Like for example, when I first started studying, right, I started studying like biochemistry, but which you needed like roughly, at least at the university that I was like trying to get to, you needed like basically what if you compare it to like American grades, like A is the best, right? B is the second best for you guys, right? So you needed like A in at least like 50% of your like subjects, and in the other 50% like a B, right? And if you had like 1C, you were like, nope. They wouldn't take you, for example. Like, I mean, they would take you if you had like 1C, but if you had like 1C, you would have like to have 2 A's to make up for the C on top, right? Something like that. And of course, I mean, it also like depended on like which subject exactly, right? So like some subjects they have to like do with, well, science and mathematics and so on, they like counted more, the others counted less. Yeah, it's kind of how it works here. Yo, Sakumadik, welcome, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I mean, time is always more money, right? Like, the time that you spend studying, you could be working instead, and you could be earning money instead. It's like, if you don't, like, pay, you can't really save money, I guess. Yo, welcome. Yeah, medicine and psychology need, like, god tier upgrades, like... What I studied needed like very good grades though, but like not completely god tier grades. Like for me it was like 50-50 A and B basically what I needed to have. For medicine you need like 75% A and 25% B or something like that. And yeah. And we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as grades here, which are like basically like A, B, C, D, E, F, I guess. In America. Yeah, I mean I have like 2 friends who studied IT.
Come see what's left of my
And yeah, like
bear.
most of their programming experience is not from their actual studies, but like from things that they did while studying, rather. And yeah, the job afterwards was like, yeah, you have a grade in IT, okay, cool, but like, what can you actually do, right? Like, what do you actually know? What can you actually program? So like them doing something else on the side, like, really helped them a bit, like a lot actually. These are pretty decent as well. I feel like level 70s are gonna be a very nice upgrade for gear, right? Nice gear upgrade level for sure here. I mean, you wanna hit level 70 either way before like going to ultimate, at least. Because with level 70 you're gonna be able to use armor augments into your components, and those will help you out, like capping out resistances by quite a bit.
Iron well spent.
Good work. We can.
Got something you stashed? Keep an eye on this.
Alright, let's go and kill the Logorian, I guess. He did a lot of hiring interviews. The best candidates were always the ones with both a degree and also practical work experience. Yeah, I mean, ideally you always want to have both, right? Because if you don't have the degree, you don't like know some like background stuff that you sometimes should know. And if you don't have experience, then like you don't have any like done any programming before, then you don't even know. Like you can't even like work properly, kind of. But like it would take a while until you can actually work properly. Yeah, like you still need like the, I mean ideally you still need want to have the understanding of the concepts behind. Because if you don't have that, then you don't, I mean you might be like good at programming, right, like copy pasting stuff and like you're like used to the code and so on, but there's gonna be eventually like some problem that you might have to solve, and then you don't know how to solve it because you're like lacking the concept behind it, or like you lack the knowledge of the concept that you would need to solve said problem, right? I mean, IT is basically just like math 2.0 in a way. I mean, it's not necessarily. I mean, it's math and like I feel like also, I mean, of course, like lots of it is like logic, right? Like just pure logic. And I mean, you could also like argue that logic is math as well in a way, or like you learn logic when you, like for example, study math. You learn like lots of logic as well. And then of course, it's a bit of like semantics, so like kind of like learning a language, but like still simpler, like way simpler. Like vocabulary and semantics wise, it should be simpler than, I mean, yeah, programming languages are, they're meant to be effective, right? They're not like meant to be confusing like most like real life like languages that we use to speak and like express ourselves. They're meant to be like compact and simple and kind of. The concern is not about money, it's about time and starting life, having a wife, raising kids. Because even if I Graduate from med school at 33 and start neurosurgery in the US. I will get 80k per year for 7 years. At 40 you will get 400 to 1 million as a surgeon. So that means even if I work 25 years as a neurosurgeon, that means more than 10 million net money for a career. I guess. I'm not sure if you can like plan it that much ahead, but wait, are you in the US right now, or not yet? Not yet. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the US, like, healthcare system's a little fucked. And like, going there because you know that right now surgeons and so on like get a shit ton of money in the US because of the system being kind of fucked is, in my opinion, I mean, yeah, you can do it for the money, sure, but I would not do it, personally at least, but I mean, that's up to every individual himself. If you are already like US as a citizen, then sure, that's like a different story. And then you kind of like just like stuck with it, I guess, unless you like go to another country, but I don't know, man. Like, looking at the US system from the outside at least, I feel like it needs to change somewhat. But then if it changed, then it might be that like you would earn less money than you do right now as a surgeon at least. But I mean, I don't know. I don't even know, I'm not even sure like if the surgeons are like the ones that are like making too much money from the system in the US, or if it's like, well, just like CEOs of certain like hospitals or like healthcare companies. I don't know. I mean, US healthcare is good in quality, if you can afford it, right? Yeah, I guess that's like not really the problem of the system. Like, there are other aspects of the system that are more problematic, probably. Yeah, I don't know. Insurance companies administration costs? I guess, yeah. Bureaucracy. Right. Bureaucracy is kind of cancer in Germany, honestly, as well. It's so fucking slow, everything, and oh, I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, like doctors pay at least those actually like provide some value to the system, right? Like, I mean, if you're a doctor, you're at least like doing the job that is like the most crucial to the entire system, right? So you are a crucial part, so you should at least get like good pay, right? But I mean, doctors in Germany, like, they also like get pretty decent money, unless actually like doctors pay like doctors' wages for hospitals is kinda shitty though, like when it comes to like how much they will have to work. Like hospitals in Germany in general are kinda, the staff is getting kinda exploded up here, like in many ways. It's kinda shitty. Like literally every doctor you know that was like, yeah, I did like this hospital thing for like 1 or 2 years, and I tried to nope the fuck out of it like ASAP because I don't know, it's just pretty stressful. I like the pay is not even that, like it's good, but like not that great considering like how much stress they have. You went to get a new ID in Germany, it took like 7 weeks. Dude, my old ID has been... Like currently I don't have an ID, right? Because my old ID has expired in September 2021. And I've tried to get an appointment for a new ID and I still don't have one. Like I don't have an ID for like 9 months now. Oh well, dude. First of all, it was like because of Corona, right? Like, oh no, we don't have any like we don't have any staff that's like actually working because they're all like chilling at home and stuff like that. And I don't know, man. Dude, it's freaking just stupid. Alright, this one is poisonous, we don't need it. What does this one have? Pierce damage, nope, nope. What is this? Anchorites, leg armor. Stun rest is nice, health is nice. Chaos rest and area rest. I mean, this is actually pretty decent overall, right? All things considered, it's very nice. That is Aether resistance, but no Vitras. Dominatrix is physical resistance, right? That's pretty good as well. Pretty good as well. I mean, boots without movement speed can just be sold instantly, right? Pretty much. Thunderstruck of Thunder. If it was Thunderstruck of Haste, it would be nice, actually. Vigorous of Heroism. Let's Pierce at Bleedress. Alright, we got some more items to keep and to look at once we like wanna go to ultimate, I guess.
Safe storage, no questions.
Privatized hospitals and insurance make a lot of money of people suffering in the US. They fuck nurses overall as well. They fuck over nurses as what? They fuck over nurses as well. There we go. I can't English. We had a case go to the federal court where a hospital was suing nurses to prevent them from working for a higher wage at a different hospital. What? Wow. Can I check your build now? Yeah, let me kill the Gorian real quick and then we can check out your build. Ooh, damage. I need more armor though, but like my armor is so bad right now. You can feel that. Like these tentacle slabs, they hurt. You kinda want better armor for sure for this fight at least. I guess 655 is not really that high. Oh, should I really like get rid of the Overseer's prefix on the hammer, right? So it's like really bad right now. Whoops. Whoops. Not even full absorption. You'd also have like 92 Chaos over Cup. I don't know, man. The itemization is a little weird here. 83k per second? Yeah. I had this DPS like pretty much since level 58 already. Ooh, plus 2 to our reckoning here.
Iron well spent.
You've returned. So are great.
Alright. Level 69, I think that's a pretty nice level to stop at right now. For now. I will need to do Forgotten Gods anyway, at least up to the Chaos Rift where I can farm my weapons, right? And then at level 70 I will need to upgrade my gear, otherwise I'm just gonna die because of armor base being like way too low. So yeah, we're gonna do a little bit more elite next time and then jump into ultimate as well. So yeah, thank you so much everybody for watching on YouTube as well. I'll see you all on the next episode. Bye bye.